welcome to what is officially the Creative Baits Blog 1. I know last week we did the first Creative Baits blog, but that was technically Chasing Chunks Blog 12. Sadly, at the time though, we were during the upload process of uploading Blog 12 to YouTube, the computer crashed, and when I reloaded it, all the Chasing Chunks material had gone. So we were due to make the transaction to Creative Baits anyway. So it seemed like the perfect time to do it. So yes, Blog 1 of Creative Baits. As you can see, I've got a new hat. I won't tell you too much about it because I don't think Ian's going to sort of look to sell these ones. He's coming down having a look though, so you may hear more about these hats. If not, there may be something new. Anyway, on to the session. I stayed down last night and was down here on my own while Ian and Adrian Watts were on Newport. Sadly, Ian's lost the only chance of the session so far, with a bit of a strange bite. It seemed to come back towards him, and then as it was kiting round to the right, and by the time he sort of bent into it, there was nothing on the end, so it was obviously a weak hook hold. But as you can see, Rob's now come down. We're on the island on Linford 1. He's setting his rigs up, and Ian's coming down later to join us as well, so all three of us going to be on the island. It went to about -3 last night. Yesterday afternoon when I got down, you could be forgiven for thinking it was spring, but I'd seen the forecast, I knew it was on the way, and for once the weather, they only seem to get it right when it's going to be crap weather. No one's saying they're going to be good, but yeah, they were right. So I spent the night in my igloo, my lakeside igloo, which was always nice. Which the sun's come out now, and thankfully it's sort of melting everything down nicely. So, and it's getting a bit warmer. So yeah, that's it up to date so far. David Summers went to go and fish Castle Ashby, but with it being 2 foot deep, obviously that was frozen. So David sort of slapped his hands and staying true to his Larry let down tag, and and he's gone home back to bed. But he had a rough night last night drinking, so fair play to him. A for effort, David. Although this week I won't get you with the blog, because Connor and David have been getting on at me in the last blogs, especially for Chasing Chunks, that I've been getting on at them. Obviously David for being lazy and useless, and Connor for obviously being ginger. I know a lot of people found it quite funny, but they've accused me of bullying, and a bully is something that I'm not. So something that you haven't seen Connor around on the banks these last few weeks. There's a reason behind that. Let's see what that reason is now. I'm gonna pick up the pieces and build a Lego house. If things go wrong, we can knock it down. Zippy! Sorry, Connor. It's just too easy. But to be fair, you're ginger and I'm fat, so feel free to get me back. What else have we got? Oh yeah, last week I showed you in the other blog, the new bubblegum flavour bait. This week Ian's been playing around with the Jaffa boilie, which he has the recipes he's sounded and he's happy with, but he's put a bit of colour in them, which has made them slightly orange. I think it makes it finishes off the boilie quite nicely, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that will start doing quite well. As well as that, we've also, spring's coming up. Everyone knows a nice bright one in spring does all right. I've done particularly well on orange in the past. On my advice, we've sat down and we've brought out this new orange boilie. We're not quite sure what to call it yet, but you know, anyone with any realistic names, please feel free to contact us. We've also been testing it as well, as you can see here. The fish actually on this occasion avoided the bait. We've not really worked out why, but maybe it's a bit too bright and a bit too in your face. It's quite an ugly bait, so we might be back to the drawing board on that, but that's two, Connor, that's two. Back to the fishing. Well, contrary to last week's blog and when we were all laughing at Rob, clearly it seems to be some kind of method to the madness, because I've just sat and watched him put a load of boilies on his spot and there was only one seagull come over and it didn't even dive. It was clearly knackered from last week, obviously, so it's a moral victory for Rob. Well, nothing's happened as yet. As you can see behind me, Ian's putting some bait out for tonight. Temperature's dropping off again a bit like it did last night, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. Ian and I were both out last night and both agreed it was very cold. It was said in the region of sort of -4, -5 this morning. Hopefully it's not forecast to do that again. It's Met check on the phone saying about a degree or -1, so that's not too bad. Rob's got the barbecue on, which is providing a nice bit of heat, so we're going to sit down and have a few sausages. Well, apart from being very cold, last night was a bit of a non-event. It was actually so cold that the back end of the lake's frozen over. So yeah, that was another nice night to sit in. Apparently it's supposed to break again on Wednesday though and get a bit milder. But next weekend the missus is horse riding, so might be up to someone else to do a bit of the filming. I wouldn't say catching, because I'm not flipping catching, but Ian's now on his way round to his third rod in 2 days, so he's still keeping the dream alive. Rob and I are packing down now, drying the stuff out. I've got to get home and relieve the missus so she can go and take part in her pleasures. And yeah, so looks like it may have been well, definitely been beaten again. Steve Sharp tried to go down onto Tingriff, but that had a lid on it. David Summerfield tried to get out yesterday and that had a lid on it. So it's been difficult fishing conditions again. The pressure apparently has been through the roof as well, so it's not really the most ideal conditions to be fishing in, but you can't catch if you haven't got any rods in, so it's got to happen sooner rather than later though. So hopefully next week a day session, because Mrs is doing a horse riding competition, and then after that she's given me a week on the bank, so hopefully that might be the time I can break the duck if on Linford 1. Let's hope. That's how it tastes.